Sterling High School, Channel 19, winner of the National Emmy Award for the Best Live Game Broadcast.
You're watching Sterling High School, Channel 19, serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Summerdale, and Stratford.
For the first time since 1971, Sterling is South Jersey champ.
Went on to become the New Jersey Tournament of Champions winner. South Jersey's never won it before. So the Sterling Lady Knights and that string saying South Jersey is well represented now.
Sterling is going to the championship game.
Looks like he's fouled there. Put on a desperation shot. There you go. It's good. It's
Sterling here today. I mean, it's been a long wait since the past season. State champions, the Silver Knights, take on the Haddon Township Hawks here at the Castle. About the same time as girls soccer will visit Haddon Township at the same time. Now, current conditions for this one, 74 degrees, a little bit colder than the recent forecast. It's going to be mostly sunny, humidity 44, but the winds of 16 miles per hour can affect the speed of this game quite a bit. It's a lot different as before. Take a look at last year's standings. The Haddon Heights Garnets stood over the top of the whole division. Then West Deptford just followed underneath. And Sterling at 6-2-2, 12-5-5 total. With Haddon Township just underneath at 3-5-2 and 14-6-2. And then this year, Sterling won and win and nothing else, and then 2 wins and nothing else on the other side. But Haddon Township, the exact same record underneath, all tied with Lindenwold and West Deptford, with Haddonfield and Haddon Heights at the bottom. If we look at last year's stats, Connor Maynard with 20 points, 8 goals, 4 assists. Jason Camardo, 19 points, 9 goals and assists. Anthony Ortiz, 10 points, 4 goals and 2 assists. If we take a look at this year, Connor Maynard with 5 points, 2 goals and 1 assist. Weitzel with 3 points, 1 goal and 1 assist. Wesley Reich with 3 points, 1 goal and 1 assist. And Okoro with 2 points with a goal. And if you look at Haddon Township this year, Danny McLevain, 5 points, 2 goals and an assist. Eamon Sheehan, 4 points, 2 goals and no assists. Bobby McLevain, 3 points, a goal and an assist. And Brody Beals with 2 points and 2 assists. And the goalie Colin Feely with 2 games played and 10 saves already. Now, I'm Max Zubak, joined by Mr. Schulz here. How are you feeling about this first broadcasted game?
I'll tell you, this is going to be an exciting matchup. You've got 2 teams that obviously Sterling won the state championship. Haddon Township made it to the state championship. And as you're looking through those names and the stats, I recognize a lot of names of kids who had an impact last year for both teams. So these are 2 very tough and battle-tested teams. You know, when you get the experience of going through a playoff run that leads to, in Haddon Township's case, getting there but coming up short in the state championship, and Sterling winning a state championship, you really get that battle-tested mindset about you, and you can handle anything. If there's adversity that these teams face, they're just going to battle and play for the next play.
Most definitely. I think a question about Sterling going into the season was all the seniors they had lost. It felt like a very senior-oriented team that had won that state championship, but that was no credit taken away from the younger players that learned from them, and I think they can take into this season what the seniors had done the past year. Obviously, the biggest question from what I've seen is the goalkeeping, as Travis Schmid has since graduated. Starting now, Kevin Henry, Jr. He's got some time to make some adjustments, but no longer having that brick wall in the net. It's going to be a huge difference for this Sterling team.
Yeah, definitely has some big shoes to fill, but you know, again, there's a lot of guys who experienced what went on last year, so you've got a lot of leadership out there.
See a good attack. Haddon Township keeping the ball, but good defense. Almost a steal of them, but Township able to bring up the ball a bit. George Walters gets his foot on it, tries to make some moves. Ball doesn't quite go out. They play to the back. Bobby McIlvain.
Yeah, guys like Bobby McIlvain really had an impact on the midfield for Haddon Township. Eamon Shan out there really, again, was another guy who had an impact on what they were able to do last year.
Bobby and McIlvain and Danny McIlvain's ties to this school is that their father teaches here.
Mr. Jeff McIlvain, a science teacher here, and
freshman science teacher.
Track coach.
Yeah. A lot of things. First throw into the game comes in. Danny McIlvain now, and they'll play out the back once more. Over the head, but Brody Beals able to keep it through. Now Sheehan trying to make a move, but not much happens before Hoffman tries to make something go on. Bit of a shove. Whistle blow. Possession will switch to the Sterling Knights.
Yeah, on the back end you see Carson Wiley. He was a kid who definitely had an impact on what Sterling was able to do. I know hitting the game-winning goal, getting the game-winning goal in that Robbinsville semifinal game, and just a real leader there in the back end for Sterling this year, and a guy who they're really going to lean on heavily.
It's definitely someone to trust, Carson Wiley. Very good attacker, and so is this attack now. Wesley Wright couldn't quite get his foot on it. Sterling still has a chance. Trying to find his way through. Township, they're calling for a handball, but nothing gets called. Trying to make the clearance happen. Rafael Bautista gets some control, goes for a shot over the keeper, but also over the line, and a goal kick for the Haddon Township Hawks.
Sterling getting some good controlled attack time, moving the ball around, and that's good to see early on in this game.
We see the attack. Bautista takes a bit of a slip, but still managed to keep control, and a decent shot there went right over the head of the keeper. Take a look here. Colin Feely, we saw earlier, 2 games played in the season and 10 saves already. And a lot of power on him as he gets the ball to midfield. Haddon Township. Jordan Parker gets it to Ethan Weitzel. Weitzel crosses it over. Tried to get it to George Walters, but it gets past him. And now Desmond Jones on the move. Haddon Township, good defense from George Walters on the wing. And it goes off. Desmond Jones.
You saw Ethan Weitzel right there, and of course we know about Connor Maynard, what he's been able to do. Wesley Wright, they're guys who are going to count on for some offensive output this year, and guys who, again, younger guys who had an impact on what happened last year with the state championship.
If we look at Sterling's new goalie, Kevin Henry, see here the junior, obviously has a lot of challenges and big shoes to fill. Travis Smith. Wiley boots it out. Sterling tries to make something happen, and they will get it up to midfield. Wesley Reich trying to find someone. That's Raphael. Jordan Parker can't quite get there, but a good idea on the attack from Sterling.
Yeah, you see them go to the outside, really trying to spread the field out. Give themselves some space.
And with the formation, they're running a 4-2-3-1. Talked to Coach Marley's about that. They're able to fluctuate the midfield into either more defensive or more attacking. Maybe a 4-5-1 or a 4-3-3, which they've been really good at fluctuating formation throughout last season as well. And I'm glad they carried it into this season with all the losses. No real changes there as we see the man himself, defending coach of the state champs, Coach Marley's. Jason Hoffman boots it out. That's Okoro. Jordan can't quite get there. Okoro tries to keep it alive. McCarthy and now Bobby McIlvain, but no. Sterling able to regain possession quick, but right back to McIlvain. And now Sheehan trying to find somewhere. Gets it to McIlvain. Danny on the edge of the box, but booted out by Hoffman before anything can happen. Throw in for Haddon Township.
Good job by Jason Hoffman there. Getting the ball out, teaming up with Carson Wiley on that back end. Jason Hoffman, the kid who got a little bit of time last year, got a taste of the, what went on and everything. So Coach said that he's going to get a lot of playing time this year.
He's already proven why that's the case. Great defensive efforts early on. This time, Aiden Mann. A lot of the Sterling team that's starting this year is comprised of the most reliable substitutes from last season. And I think they've definitely been proven the best candidates for the positions, as we see.
And I think when you're, when you were in, again, I know we keep talking about that experience, but I think if you have that, you'll stop a comfort zone a little bit quicker as you get into the season. And, there's something to be said for that. I mean, once you feel comfortable, you're not getting rid of the ball right when you see somebody coming towards you. You wait for that last minute, and you might be able to look and find an open man rather than just kicking it anywhere.
And these guys all also have the experience of playing the longest a season can be.
Right.
So they have the durability for another long season, keeping a lot of better stamina than they might have had at the start of last season. Haddon Township throwing now. If we look at the new bench boxes these teams have.
The bubbles. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Last one was just a bench. Now there's a bench with some protection. See Aiden Mann has to play up the ball. He's intercepted by Aiden Sales. And now Bobby McLevain through midfield. Gets it out to the side. Trying to cave in the midfield push. Jordan can't quite get to the ball. Aiden Sales puts it up again. Sheehan can't quite get it done. Hoffman with some good defense again. Aiden Mann puts it back out to midfield. Another good stop by Sterling. Good back and forth near their box. And it'll be a goal kick for the Sterling Silver Knights.
And you can see Sterling defensively.
Take a look at our next couple of games. Our next TV game will be girls volleyball versus Eastern. The Vikings will come to the Castle tomorrow, 5:15. It'll be live both on Channel 19 and on YouTube.com at Sterling TV 19. Be prepared for that one. It'll be the first girls volleyball we do on the broadcast. Excited to see their season start to play out.
Yeah, they're playing some high-level competition, playing some Group 4 schools, and I think when you do that, it puts yourself in position to be more competitive once you get to the Group 2 playoffs. You might take your lumps now, but you're only going to get better for that.
It's another team that has a lot of seniors they had lost. A big name being Danica Zane. Danielle Ibrahimi on the libero now. As we see, Jordan Parker maintains the ball's possession, and Mann tries to get the ball in, but booted right back out to Jason Hoffman.
Sterling's gotten the ball deep a couple times, but what Haddon Township's doing a good job is cutting off the passing lanes.
Very back and forth as we see Connor Maynor, the new captain band around his arm. A lot of trust in him, and I think it's definitely deserved for the junior. An incredible forward for the past season.
And that says a lot. That really says a lot about him if they named him a captain as a junior. And obviously, you see what he was able to do last year. I'm sure that made that an easier choice.
Walters plays it into Rafael Batista. Tries to get it up to Okoro, defended well by McCarthy. Haddon Township clears it for a bit, but Maynor with a good contest in midfield. A good pass up. There's nothing but blue jerseys surrounding the ball. Hoffman gets a touch on it again. Booted back out by the Hawks.
And that's a good job by Carson Wiley. He saw Hoffman have the ball. The defender's bearing down on him, and he just kind of shielded him from Hoffman to give him time to get rid of the ball.
And that's been a lot of good Sterling playing, has been them supporting one another to make the strat work, which we saw a lot last season, and I think it's definitely translated to the mentality this season, what the seniors are able to do, and now what this a lot more youth-filled squad to start the 11 has for them. Township gets to the other side. Not quite what the coaches were looking for, but still gets to Ian Sheehan, sorry. A good contest by Parker. A decent cross, but just over the net. The first real major cross that was almost a goal for Township that we've seen just barely went over. And this is the major difference in keepers, is Schmidt had the height. As you see, it's number 9, Danny McIlvain, made the attempt.
Danny McIlvain, a sophomore. We saw him in the scoring column there. We looked over what they have done this year, and obviously Bobby McIlvain had an outstanding year last year, and he's definitely somebody Strong's well aware of, and they're always going to know where he's at on the field, because he can definitely make some things happen in that midfield.
See Okoro stays on the ball. Township gets it far back. Hoffman plays it to Rafael Sanchez. Tries to move it up. That's Weitzel. Gets it out. Wesley Reich.
Whether it's the near side or the far side, Max, it looks like Sterling's strategy is really to go wide, spread them out, and then take their shots and opportunities from there.
Make the field as wide as possible. Strat we saw a little bit last year, and now the foundation of what they seem to be doing, being able to morph their positioning as a team, either stretch or narrow. It's really all you want out of a team that has to defend as well as they do. And with the wingers they have, like Weitzel, kind of take place of the one John Bright was doing last year. Try to be the speedy one on the wing, make stuff happen. Third goal kick now. We're 12 minutes in to this first half. Walters tries to get it back to the keeper. Henry. Off the post. Another good attempt.
Yeah, that's just a mistake right there. And you luck out, because a team like Haddon Township is going to make you pay for most of those giveaways, but Sterling got a break right there. Get another look right here. Yeah, just...
He had thought he had Wiley, but he didn't quite have him ready yet.
And that's a learning experience as a goalie. Again, we talked about feeling comfortable and wait until you find somebody open and knowing what direction the ball's going into. But again, that only happens, I think, with experience.
Most definitely. Aiden Mann tries to play it up, but only gets to the back line of the Hawks. Wiley gets it into the air. Tries to make a header happen. He'll end up with the ball anyway. Boots it from midfield. Weitzel trying to find his way through. Now Maynor. Haddon Township playing through the midfield. Now get it to the wing, but just off the head. And Sterling will get the ball from the throw-in. Both of these sides have been playing through the midfield very well throughout these first minutes.
They haven't. If I had to say, Sterling's probably had situations where they've been able to connect on a few more passes. Again, Township's been doing a good job cutting off the passing lanes, but it seems like Sterling's attack time has been just a little bit more sustained, but not by much. I mean, it's been back and forth. That's what we expected against the team, the caliber of Haddon Township.
The pace has been, I wouldn't say in the swing of one team or another. They feel like they both have the ball at the pace that they want it. And that's what makes games like this difficult, when the pace won't shift and you can't tell when your momentum has to go up and go down when you have such similar play styles like these two have.
I almost feel like Haddon Township has had more of quick transition opportunities. Didn't have control of the ball that long in the Sterling deep end. Back end.
Back to Rafael Sanchez Bautista. Tries to get it through. The lane once again shut off by the Hawks. George Walters gets it through to Aiden Mann. Trying to find Parker or Okoro. Goes off the head of Jordan Parker, but can't quite find the foot of Okoro. And now Township gets it right back to Aiden Mann. Jake Andrews can't quite contain it. It'll go out off of a Haddon Township player. Aiden Mann will get the throw in. 15 minutes into the half. Trying to throw it to Okoro. Parker can't quite get the ball on it. Township brings it up the wing. Right back to Jason Hoffman. See a three-man substitution for Sterling setting up. Martin, Gallen, Voigt Voitsberger coming in at the next opportunity.
Both teams just kind of feeling each other out right now, and they both know a lot about each other. And you could see, like we said, Sterling knows when McIlvain gets the ball, people go to him. Even Shan came down this near side. You thought he had an opportunity, but Sterling just got bodies out there on him and just was able to get a soft pass towards the middle a little bit earlier in this game.
The pressure both sides bring to each other. Really important. We see in the midfield the call there. Bit of a midfield scuffle. The Township will end up with the ball. Bobby McIlvain sending it in on the free kick. Finds the head, but it also finds the gloves of Kevin Henry. He ran out for that one, which I think we'll see a lot more than we did previously to the keeper, because he isn't as sizable in the net, so he doesn't have as much of that presence, but he's able to get out there with the speed he has and the nice knockdown to get involved with the free kick. That's what you want to see out of a younger starter in the net.
And you had Travis Schmidt. I believe he was he a 3 or 4 through 3-year starter?
Yeah, I think so.
3-year starter. So, and a lot of the goaltending position has a lot to do with decision making. Just having a feel for when to come out, when to stay back, and obviously, by the time Travis Schmidt got to be a senior, I think he reaped the rewards of that.
He did, and the team did as well. They were able to make a lot of games there through just the keeping from Schmidt. 17 minutes into this one. Another free kick opportunity. Meets the head of Connor Maynor. Still interested in corner in the ball, but not before Ian Sheehan. Trying to find his way through. Good ball into the box, but nobody home. Scooped up by Henry.
Good job, man.
Sterling's been able to contain these kinds of long ball plays in Haddon Township, so where the attempt is there, but no one's there to make it happen. See right to midfield. Jordan Parker trying to get some control on it. Got a good touch in, but not enough. As you see, some substitutions go in. Follow us on Twitter, Sterling TV19, to get some updates and highlights. Sterling all going around the castle. Follow us on Twitter or X, depending on what you like to call it, Sterling TV19. You see Brandon Voitsberger trying to make something happen on the wing. Now Okoro getting involved. Playing it back to 25, Ryan Gallup.
They see against Strong going to the outside, almost a situation where they want to get Haddon Township chasing to the outside, which again go a long way in opening some things up.
Fernando Sanchez Bautista, brother of Rafael, in now. Connor Maynor, a lot of good pressure on Bobby McIlvain.
Yep, Voitsberger mark.
Good slide tackle from Wiley. Try to get a jump block, but it's a good fake. Andrews has a shot. It's blocked. Comes right over to the sideline. Good attack from the Hawks, but the defense responds right back.
Mr. Farr was getting ready to dive out of his seat to get that one. That cat-like quickness.
Another throw in after that one. It's a very important block from one James Martin. Far side of the box. It's a third throw in now. Lady McIlvain trying to find a man to get to. Got it to his brother. Now Sterling's got to throw in. It's Martin again. Gets it to Okoro on the wing. Tries to find a passing lane.
That was probably the most sustained attack time we've seen from Haddon Township so far in this first half.
It's been very back and forth, but that's the first major attack we've seen to get into that last third of the field. But Sterling still played strong defense to shut it down. Now the midfield, Carson Wiley, with a lot of physical play. Assisted by Fernando Sanchez Bautista. Whistle blows. ball. See again, yet another scuffle like this. See Sanchez, Bautista, and Wiley caving in on the ball. And Haddon Township reaps the benefits of the physicality.
Another opportunity on a reset with Bobby McElvain getting the kick here.
These free kicks have been consistent for Township. Right into the hands of Kevin Henry.
And that's a good move right there, Max, because he had the wind to his back. And sometimes you see stuff like that. A kick like that can sail a little bit on a goalie. But a good job by Kevin Henry getting right there where he needed to be.
Goes over the head of Bobby McElvain. Went to Okoro. Passes it back. Trying to find Voitsberger on the side. Gets the ball, but not before a good contest from Township. Made Sales. They're going to call a rough challenge on from Okoro there on Sales.
And this game's been getting physical. I mean, you see some, just gamesmanship kind of plays you do within the game, and a good job by the officials to allow them to play physical. Fine line between that. Obviously, you want to make a call if things get a little bit over the top, but that's what's going to happen when you have two teams of this caliber.
Voitsberger came in on the side with Casimir Okoro. Looked like there might have been a booking there for Voitsberger. Not sure if it was yellow or red, but it looked like he was writing something down on the card. You see here. Mason McCarthy sends that one flying, but right to James Martin. He won't touch it, and it'll be right back to Sterling.
Whenever you're ready, bud, okay?
Yeah, a lot of new guys out here. And this is a team that's, if you couple that with the veterans that are there, they're going to get a lot better as the year gets going. There's no question about that, especially with the culture that Coach Pete Marley has developed here.
Playing out the back to Carson Wally. Kevin Henry. It's a late challenge from Wiley. And I'm not sure if they're going to book him here. They won't. They'll just give him a bit of a verbal warning. It was definitely a late slide, but nonetheless. We see here, it's a little bit late.
A little bit off the ball.
Was going for the ball, but wasn't quite timed well.
Another real good opportunity here for Township. And they're going to give it to Bobby McElvain.
Hey, yo,
see
this is fine.
Haddon Township
This is fine.
coach and Newson expecting a card from that one, but
even with the wall,
wasn't quite what he got out of it. And now a free kick opportunity just on the edge of the box. Just the opportunity that needed to make it 1-0. Just past the halfway point of this first half.
How's the wall look?
They set up the wall. Sterling trying to get a stop here.
Kevin.
Looks like the pair of Bobby McElvain and Eamon Sheehan will be by the ball.
Carson, watch go back there and look at the wall. James, order.
It's Carson managed with looking at the back of the wall.
Coach
We're up.
working out the orders there.
Let's go.
Trying to make it as good as they can to defend this free kick. And we know Haddon Township is not weak with the set pieces like free kicks and corners. Neither is Sterling. They both have a good mentality on it, as we see. It'll be Sheehan right into the gloves of Kevin Henry. What could be a very important save as we look back on this one.
Yeah, I think he wanted to get it maybe a little bit higher, but put it right in the direction of Henry, and Henry's right there to bring it in.
Coro slips. Sterling able to take the benefits of the exchange. Fernando Sanchez gets tripped up a bit. They're going to blow the whistle on that one. It'll be a free kick for Sterling, as we see. It might have been a bit of a trip up.
Yeah, we talked about it being back and forth, Max, but more recently, within the last 5 minutes, I feel like it's been more Haddon Township attack time.
Most
and again,
definitely.
against teams like this play, that can be one way for 5 minutes and then flip back the other way. Teams make adjustments. Two outstanding coaches here.
It's a lovely part of this sport for me is anything can change within a matter of minutes. It's not like the structure of what we have for American football where it's very scripted and played out in the playbook. It is very much whatever they need, it needs to be adapted to. If the defensive momentum isn't there for you, you got to really swing it back. It's what makes everything come down to the wire every time you watch a game of soccer.
And I think that's one of the, we talk about two teams having a real good culture. That's why you're seeing swings like that, because, lesser teams would get deflated back down and the momentum of one team would just build up and build up. But again, with teams of this caliber, they're all, no matter how bad the situation is, everybody's looking to make a play, looking to turn it around. And that's where it helps out that you've got a lot of leaders out there that have had the experience of what they went through last year.
Everyone is willing to step up.
Yep.
On both sides, both teams. You see a couple of the starters coming back.
I don't think, have we had any corner kicks,
No.
Max? I didn't think so. Okay.
The closest we've gotten were some near the box throw-ins. The Haddon Township side while Sterling attacked. You see the brother substitute.
That speaks to how well both teams are defensively. I know Township, we were talking about them having a decent amount of attack time. Then all of a sudden, Sterling got one up in transition, but Haddon Township was able to get back and get bodies there. And you saw the same thing happen with Sterling on their back end a couple times.
And Sterling's formation that I had mentioned before really has shown the morphing between what they need. You see the midfield be what they need. Is they sometimes got to be a 4-5-1 when they need to defend better. Sometimes they'll back it up to a 4-3-3 when they're attacking, which we've seen there with the wing play. It's really good at the adaptability, this Marley's side. As we see Drew Groff stolen from Parker. Gets it out to Wesley Reich. Loses the ball. Looked like maybe a non-contact issue there. Haddon Township will keep playing on as Ethan Weitzel tries to defend Bobby McIlvain. It's a good challenge. Connor Maynard gets it to Okoro. Plays it back to Rafael Sanchez. He can't quite get there. And Township's on the push again. Eamon Sheehan stops in his tracks. Okoro playing good defense. Feeds it through. Strong arming the ball off of him, and then the whistle will blow. Again, a physical challenge.
Yeah, you could see them closing in on Eamon Sheehan. The last time he was able to get upfield and he got to that corner, but here they really cut him off and stopped him. Unfortunately, though, they're going to get the reset here with Bobby McIlvain taking the kick.
About a half an hour into this first half. Close to 10 minutes remaining is another free kick for Township. A good header. Barely over, though. And remains nothing even. Take a look at it one more time. These free kicks for the Hawks have been really promising throughout, as well as the plays they've gotten on the edge of the box with the crosses, but they just haven't been in the net. We've seen multiple times just over the net or hits over the top of the net, but not into it. And they really need to find just the perfect angle to attack from it. They want to go up 1-0 here. You see a play out to Wiley. Take a look at the replay. Still is a good header attempt.
That's it. If you can get that somebody to get either a head or a foot on that, especially from close range, it makes it difficult for the goalie, but just went a little ways away.
George Walters now gets it out to upper midfield. Maynard makes an attempt, not quite there. Rafael Sanchez gets it out to Weitzel, trying to play out the wing. Good movement. Didn't want to get it to Maynard. Aiden Mann gets it out to Okoro. Jordan Parker in front has an attempt. Can't quite beat out his man, but he still has the ball. A good challenge from Township. They play it up. Okoro gets the ball. Now booted out. Still in play. Jordan Parker tries to roll it into Okoro. Okoro might have had it. Finally, the play forwarded.
And you could see there, you saw Haddon Township's defense on display with them really closing in on anybody that gets within 15 feet of the goal. They really make it difficult. You try to turn, you have somebody in your face.
was an immensely promising attack from Sterling, and it seemed like they needed that after Haddon Township's few minutes down on Sterling's end. They need to really balance out the playing field a little bit more, and they've been doing just that in the back half of this first side of things. And the last time we saw these teams play, we saw was Haddon Township last year lost in the Group 1 state final. But the two games between these, one went all the way to overtime and one in a scoreless tie. So these teams can really range with each other. They have a lot of good balance between each other. We've seen both times from last season went to the late game, and they needed that last moment.
Scoreless tie, and the 4 games before that, 3 of them were decided by a goal.
Yeah.
So that tells you just a little wide.
That free kick was a lovely rifle. Just barely misses the corners. We see Dylan Wiseman coming in.
And obviously, I think both teams knew coming into this game it would be a tight game. And that goes back to what we're seeing on the defensive end. Both teams are playing like they can't allow or can't let anybody get that little window of opportunity. They're doing a great job covering the ball. Also, you see really good coverage away from the ball, too. And that's something to be said for what these two teams bring to the table.
So we see Ethan Weitzel in the midfield, trying to get it to Jordan Parker. Didn't have the space. And now Danny McIlvaine passes it in to Eamon Sheehan. Shoves down Jordan Parker. Tries to make a play, but that's Hoffman. Still challenged by Brody Beals. Excellent play by Aiden Mann. Jordan Parker can't quite get a foot on it. Goes back to Wiley. Finds himself at Mainer's feet. Can't quite hang on. Bobby McIlvaine near the middle. They're trying to corner it. Wiseman trying to make a move. Rafael Sanchez still can't contain Bobby McIlvaine. And the pass outside to make some wing play happen right to George Walters. Ethan Weitzel gets tripped up a bit on the challenge. Played inside. But Rafael Sanchez Bautista able to get it through.
Yeah, good job of Sanchez cutting off that passing lane.
Jordan Baker looks like he has an opportunity to score. Only a couple men to beat. Might need to find someone to pass out to. It'll be what appears to be a Haddon Township throw-in after what was a really solid attempt from Jordan Parker there.
Yeah, it really was. They got, did a good job getting up there in transition.
So see, there was a grab there from Township. Sterling will get another opportunity of number 11, Drew Groff. Committed the foul. Ethan Weitzel appears to be taking the free kick for Sterling this time around.
Yeah, it's been Township that's been getting a lot of the resets and the free kicks, so here's a rare opportunity on the free kick from Sterling this first half.
Hoffman passes it to Weitzel. Good challenge. It's like number 10, Brody Beals. Now once again, if take a look.
Ethan, turn around.
It's really solid defense from both sides throughout this first half. We only got about 5 minutes to play, minus any possible stoppage time.
And here's our first corner kick here. So an opportunity for Sterling off of the corner kick. So
we saw a lot of strong corners.
What's going to happen here
from Sterling in the past season as Ethan Weitzel looks to be the one taking it. Both arms go up. Very linear in the box from Sterling. Cross comes in, right to Colin Feely. Bobby McIlvaine spearheading a good push here. Now Danny McIlvaine, covered by Walters. They play it to the back, and now right back on the Sterling attack. Goes right to the foot of it.
And that was a nice job by Colin Feely here, breaking through traffic and just getting himself where he can just go up over everyone and get it. Want to get those hands up there, and he really did a nice job.
And the good play from them, and also if we look at it again, Sterling didn't look like there wasn't many blue jerseys where the ball was going to land. So it looked like there might have been a slight miscue on that one, but as we see, there's a shove here. Eden Sales Got Weitzel down. Another free kick in a really potentially dangerous position if you're Haddon Township. Be on high alert as we see a good ball in. Even better defense. Trying to clear it, but still not all the danger evaded. Walters with a good shot, but just wide right.
That's a good thought by Walters. You know, you're out there, you really haven't gotten much on net, and hey, you get somewhat of an opportunity, just turn and let it fire away. You put it on the net, anything can happen. Fortunately, it was a little wide, but you want to try to make those attempts when you have the opportunity.
Haddon Township's good at pressuring teams into making those kind of shots, but Sterling's also been good at getting scores off of those situations, so you can never be sure that the pressure you have against one team will translate to a team with the culture of Sterling's, especially when they match up so well with Haddon Township's culture. And a great defensive effort there. Rafael Sanchez can't quite get the ball on his foot. Beals trying to find someone. Doesn't have many options. Sanchez gets the ball back. It'll be a Township throw-in. Danny McIlvain trying to find someone. Gets it to his brothers. Take a look in replay. Rafael, really good time tackle. Was able to lose the ball, then get right back with Beals on the side after not many opportunities to pass up for Beals were there.
Good play, one-on-one.
Good block there is now Ethan Weitzel. Makes a curving play. Maynard can't quite get there. Bobby McIlvain. Makes it go through. Aiden Mann. Good contest against Danny McIlvain. Still gets around the player. Hoffman. A good slide there. Doesn't make full contact with the ball. And there's Bobby McIlvain on the challenge. So take a look here. Weitzel. Yeah, wasn't much on the ball there.
Nah. Took him down. Good sportsmanship. Should help them up.
They're going to sub Bobby McIlvain off for number 21, Alex Rosales, the sophomore.
You saw Danny McIlvain previously show some good individual skills and making a move and getting by the defender.
And both those brothers have been really good at not only finding each other on the ball, but also be able to play through the team really well, find the right man. And we've seen a lot of Danny McIlvain on the throw-ins as well. See Carson Wiley, the owner of a huge goal in the playoffs from last season.
Robbinsville, yep.
Against Robbinsville, one of the most adversary-filled games for Sterling, losing 2 men to red cards and still coming out on top.
Just the most incredible game you'll ever witness, I think.
It's one of my first months doing this calling thing. I wasn't ready for any game like that.
Oh, it's down 2, man, and you're down by a goal, and you end up coming back. I don't know if anybody, and again, I'm not a big soccer guy, but you talk to a lot of people, and they even said, who watch a lot more soccer and are more involved with it, they said they never seen anything like that.
There have been a lot of, in history of soccer, crazy turnarounds like that, but nothing with 11 men to 9 men like that, especially at the high school level. We don't see that very often.
And you talk about how something like that can affect the mindset of a program. You know?
Take a look. It'll be the first half whistle there. Competitive, back and forth half. First 40 minutes done. Both Haddon Township and Sterling still 0-0 going into the halfway. Second half of Sterling Silver Knights soccer. We see them still at 0-0 against the Haddon Township Hawks after what was a really good back and forth pass between the two sides. A lot of good offense and defense, but nothing really breaks through the net. A lot more shots on goal for Haddon Township and Sterling, with 2 to maybe 1. Still, a lot more opportunities from Sterling to be missed than made. And Haddon Township's just a couple inches away from being up 2-0 already.
Yeah, I think both teams have been very good in the back end, and the one stat that's very telling to that is 1 corner kick. So that's been a big part of what we've seen in this game so far.
Right away, we get a whistle blown for Connor Maynard.
Decent amount of physical play. There's been a few attempted slide tackles that were penalized, so these guys are playing hard out there. There's no doubt about it.
think the good thing about the one corner kick is that we know that the Sterling side is really good with the set pieces like that and the free kicks. We know that it's very possible that with a few more of those, they could get a goal off one.
Yeah.
They just need to keep finding that rhythm to get them to keep happening. Okoro moves from the wing to the inside. It's a nice ball, but no one there to make the score. Right into the hands of Colin Feely.
Get across them early.
We're looking at it as a good turnaround, but Casimir Okoro couldn't quite find anybody. Jordan Parker was on the run.
I felt like Fields' big play was in that when Sterling had the corner kick up in the air, he came up, got over everybody, and was able to make the catch.
Really saw it navigating traffic. So you see a good...
Great shot from our drone there, Max. That's when you can really see the positioning and how far apart everybody is. And I know there's been some coaches that have really liked using this technology, and it really helps them out and helps the players out as we're getting hit here. We get part of the action. That was your save, Matt.
Yeah.
Max.
Bit of overextension for me.
Kick save. But don't hit any wires, though.
No.
We can't knock out the broadcast.
That would be bad. That'd be bad. Good turnaround from Eamon Sheehan. Tries to play it up to Brody Beals. Now Bobby McIlvaine. Finds Danny. And now back to Bobby McIlvaine. Can't quite feed through. Good slide, but Maynard gets it back out, trying to find Wesley Reich. Can't quite control it. Throw in for Drew Groff. If you take a look at the replay there, it's a really good ball, and Reich had the speed to get there, but just couldn't quite get his foot on the ball enough to keep it in bounds. Good challenge from Rafael Sanchez.
Yeah, that's a good job by Sanchez, because Shan got the ball, and if he got a little bit of space, could have got it towards the middle, giving Township an opportunity. But Sanchez not only got to him, but really denied him the ability to even make that pass. So it's an impressive play.
It's Okoro. Another lovely ball. Wesley Reich on the run, showing off the Jets. Needs to put a cross in. Doesn't get a ball on it. It's a nice challenge came in. One looks like Jack McGurgle.
Yeah, that was a real nice job by McGurgle, showing his speed, because Reich looked like he had a step on him, but just great recovery by McGurgle there and cutting off him going around the edge.
And it was that physicality on the challenge again. So we've been talking about throughout the entire first half. Here. Walters with a nice throw in. Goes right out. Coro was almost there for it, but it was toeing the line already. You see Groff yet again. This one met by the foot of Eamon Sheehan. Tries to get it up to Desmond Jones. It's a bit of a tumble on Walters. Nothing called. And then Hoffman with some good defense.
Yeah, that's a great job of Hoffman getting over to the outside before they could really get things turned to the inside.
See here, there's a bit of a rough play from Brody Beals on to George Walters there, but it's again the physicality we've seen all game. Township trying to keep the play. There's Hoffman yet again. Okoro, a nice touch, controls it well. Plays it to Weitzel. Goes back to Maynard. Brings it right back up to Weitzel. Tries to find a man through, only finds the keeper of the Hawks. And we're back to square one on the attack for Sterling. Bobby McIlvaine. Stopped by Mann. Maynard shoved off by McIlvaine. Now Danny McIlvaine. Aiden Mann. Trying to make something happen on the side. Danny McIlvaine fights through. Hoffman, a good challenge, good physical play. It's out. Should be I believe it might be a corner.
Yeah, that's a well-earned corner kick there by Danny McIlvaine, really holding on to it and earning Haddon Township a real good opportunity here with Bobby McIlvaine on the corner kick.
Haddon Township's first corner of the game. Both sides have one for themselves now.
Where's my three? Where's my zone?
Marley's calling for his zone.
Connor, where's my zone?
Bobby McIlvain doing a good job doubling up and fixing the flag right there. The little housekeeping.
Good corner. Met by the head of Jordan Parker.
Well, that's where you want to get it, right in the middle there, but a real nice job of Okoro stepping up and knocking it out.
So whistle will be against Sterling.
Let's look at this here on the replay.
I think they might have been calling out Wesley Reich. Yeah, it might have been
a little bit of a pull, a grab. But to the ref's credit, you know, you're seeing some calls, but they're still letting them play. You know, you saw some physical play in the middle from McIlvain. Then when they went out to the outside, bodies were bumping together. But it looks like the referees have a good feel for how to call this game, and that's always good to see because you want to let the kids play. You don't want to overcall it, and they're really doing a nice job out there.
And it's been pretty even calls from what we've seen. So Groff tries to get a foot on it, doesn't have the pace for it. And then McCarthy can't quite keep it. Missed by Sanchez. Wiley gets it up to Maynard, to Walters, trying to keep it in. Good control. Gets it out to Okoro. Okoro trying to find a man. Doesn't have many options up front, has to go back to Maynard. Gets it to Rafael Sanchez. Playing through the midfield now. Ethan Weitzel. Can't quite control the push much longer. Still has the ball. Tries to get it up to Parker. Jordan Parker gets back out to Connor Maynard. Has many an option in front of him. Tries to get it out to Weitzel out in front on the wing. Doesn't quite go how they planned.
This has the feel of a game where it's tough for them to connect on consecutive passes, and I almost feel like if there's going to be a goal, it's going to be on a through ball where somebody has some speed, they get ahead of the play and get on a one-on-one situation with the goalie.
Definitely possibility throughout the pace of this game as we see on the edge of the box again.
Because Max, the coverage on the sustained attack time here is just outstanding by both teams.
They're very even on trying to maintain the attacks, even though both sides have had those elongated presses when they have the ball, as you see Wiley.
And it's twofold. They're covering the guy with the ball, making it difficult for him to get rid of it. And also you see outstanding coverage away from the ball.
We've seen up to 3 players on one guy trying to really corner the ball as well on both sides.
Yeah.
Very similar play styles, both very interesting play styles. Walters takes his time, still manages.
And when you do that, you got 3 on 1. You almost are saying we have to nullify him getting his pass off, because if 3 are on 1, somebody behind him is open.
Yeah. You get through something like that, it's now 11 on 8 in the back, and there's nothing you can do against it. Take a look at what had just transpired here. Sterling has had a hard time getting past Feely through this one. But that's not to discredit Kevin Henry, who's had just as many problems caused for this Haddon Township attack with his saves. See Township trying to make a run for something here. Danny McIlvain stopped by Aiden Mann. Only momentarily as the challenge is back on, and Mann gets it through. Stops by Township yet again. Jake Andrews will go out of bounds. Mann with the throw-in. Okoro trying to keep the ball, and Will, good turnaround. Has some pace. Tries to pass it up, but a good play defensively. Go back to the midfield for Weitzel.
Of course, showing some good acceleration in that midfield, getting upfield. And of course, we saw him. He did a real nice job on the back end, knocking away that corner kick from Haddon Township a few minutes ago.
Bobby McIlvain got spun out of his shoes there on a physical play, but another bit of a reset from the Haddon Township Hawks to keep this game as contained as possible. And we've seen that Sterling's able to take those open windows and turn it into 1 or 2 scores. So Township's done a really good job of shutting down every passing lane they can. Even when they can't shut down the lane, they'll shut down the aftermath. See Aiden Mann observing and waiting for the right man to throw to. gets launched out. Near Okoro and Maynor. Covered well on the wing. Still gets through one man. Can't quite get past the second attempt.
And obviously Connor Maynor, with what he did last year as a mark man out on the outside, they had two defenders get right on him.
Rafael Sanchez makes a good effort. Wiley on Beals now. Beals gets around Wiley. Not before Aiden Mann can once again have his presence known. Good challenge, but they'll call it.
And what we saw right there, you saw Wiley right on Fields, not giving him an inch, and that's been the story. You know, if anybody gets it in a little bit of open field, there's somebody defensively right on them as soon as they turn around. So a game that can be very frustrating, I think, for guys who were counted on to provide some offensive output.
A little over 10 minutes in to the second half of play. Both sides definitely have a feel for each other now to get through, as we see a couple of substitutions get ready on the Sterling side of things. And one player that we didn't see too much from in the previous years, the sophomore Aiden Mann, just brought up from a lower team, and he's really made his presence known on the wing, defending and getting those nice throw-ins for the Sterling side.
Yeah, and sometimes little things like that can go a long way.
McIlvaine can't quite get it done.
Wow, that's a great, and we talk about guys who are goal scorers like McIlvaine getting an opportunity. Opportunity, boom, the window closes right there as he makes one move, and then Carson Wiley comes over and makes a great defensive play.
Notice now, Sterling has a change in goal. They're starting Tyler Lucier for the second half. Another young prospect is a sophomore keeper. Both showed a lot of promise over the first couple of games. You see Rafael Batista gets to Wesley Reich. Tries to find the ball in the net, but once again, Colin Feely making his presence known and known. See again, there's a lovely curving ball from Wesley Reich as well, but just can't quite get into the back of the net. We see a possible 5-man substitution for Sterling soon. First playing minutes for Christopher Hernandez and Ryan Horn on the day. Was James Martin, Fernando Sanchez Bautista, possibly Ryan Gallen. So you see the attack here. McIlvaine again with a good attempt and a good header. Keep the ball going out. Let's follow us on Facebook. Find us there. Look at some updates, a lot of interesting community posts. If you want to go to Facebook and follow us there, you can look up Sterling TV19 and find all the posts here, as well as some background information on how we do things here. We take a look at Coach Marley's again, this time accompanied by friend Coach Behringer, boys basketball team at the varsity level.
Coach Marley's trying to find that right mix out there, and at the same time giving guys a break.
The substitutions he's made have been really beneficial to keeping Haddon Township on their toes throughout this one. Anytime these changes are made, the formation kind of switches into something different depending on the 11 you have out there. The 4-2-3-1's been that versatile driving force for Sterling to make a lot of second guesses.
Yeah, this is definitely a bigger field. You go from the turf fields like what you have over Township. And this is definitely a little wider, and it plays differently. And there's some of the football fields with the turf. It's tough, it's narrow. And the game I remember, we've brought it up before, but Sterling played, this is about 4 or 5 years ago, Haddon Field here and dominated them. And a couple days later, they went to the football field in Haddon Field where it's turf and it's narrow, and Haddon Field dominated Sterling. They really relied on a lot of restarts. It's two teams with two different styles. Fields played differently to each team.
See Ethan Weitzel has a good low cross in. Goes back, could have been a goal scoring opportunity there. Shoved down, no call. See Carson Wiley. If you take a look at this again, very physical against Weitzel here. From what looks like Drew Groff. Push on the edge of the box, and as we see now, finally a call go to Sterling on the second half. One of the first ones we've seen for him.
Yeah, they're letting them play. Of course,
it's what we love to see.
Coach made his feelings known there, but
very vocal.
Yeah, when you raise that arm up, that's when, and almost like the elbow there, that's gonna get a call every time.
Got another free kick opportunity. Seen a lot from both sides on the free kick side of things. Sterling's were a lot closer to midfield.
And Weitzel almost had a through ball to the middle right there, and a good job to him. He was getting hounded and saw that window of opportunity and got it into a good area. They just couldn't get anybody there to get the one-timer.
A low free kick. No one can quite get control on it to make a shot. It'll go out. So look.
Yeah, they tried it with the foot right there, and the deflection just went underneath.
Wasn't quite
his
there
foot.
For either side. We'll look one more time here.
Yeah.
Barely misses it.
Anything you can redirect in fairly close, that's where you're going to make things difficult for the goalie. But neither goalie has really had difficult saves to make. And again, that goes back to what we've been saying about how well both teams have been defensively.
And they've had a lot of defensive confidence, both sides. They've really not been too scared to play on the ball.
No.
They think they're not so sure they'll get it. And it's a lot of these physical plays to try and get the ball into your team's possession that we've seen on, especially the wing and in the corners. So they've had to fight for a lot of these opportunities.
Yeah, and I think, Max, what you're saying about them having confidence, that's no more evident than what we've been talking about sending three guys after one guy. If that pass goes through, you're in trouble in the back end because somebody's going to be open, but they're confident they can deny a pass even happening. And that's pretty much happened every time either team has done that. I mean, both teams are doing just a stellar job on the back end.
See if they stop with almost halfway through this second half. Throw in for the Hawks. Tries to find even Sheehan. Stops by Hoffman in the box. Couple more deflections around. Hoffman tries to control it and get it back out, but not quite cleared. Looks like it'll be another throw-in for Haddon Township. Take a look at it again. You see Hoffman gets right through to the ball, hits it back up.
There.
Almost a corner, but lovely from Hoffman. Another throw-in attempt. And a good clearance. Connor Maynard and a foot race to get to the ball. Goes out.
Good job by Sterling anticipating that soft throw. You know, sometimes with, not so much the girls' game, but the boys' game, if they got a good thrower, the throw-in can almost be like a corner kick, but they didn't like to go that route. And a good job, again, by Sterling sensing that, and they got in transition going the other way.
Let's go, boys. Feely once again with the ball between his hands. A punt of a kick. It's right to Fernando Sanchez Bautista. Through to Connor Maynard. Tries to get another through ball. That one be to Christopher Hernandez. The defending was there. You see 4 substitutions lining up for Sterling as we take a look at this one more time. Just didn't quite have the pace to make it happen, but still a really good play nonetheless. And another shot through. So they get Gallen. Makes a good play as we'll see 4 substitutions. Okoro will come back on. As we like. You want to follow us on Instagram. Show a lot of the pictures around the castle, see what's going on behind the scenes with us as well. Before the games and after the games, just go to Sterling TV19 on Instagram. Follow us there and see what that's up to. 4 substitutions were Wesley Reich.
A lot of great things happening at the castle. Obviously, we have this outstanding game here. I
believe we had girls tennis here today as well.
Yep, have tennis. We talked about volleyball, football. Football team's been doing a real nice job. Off to a 2-0 start.
Yep. We have Camden Mastery on Thursday.
Yep.
It's a team we really haven't seen Sterling excelling with football the past couple of seasons, but they've looked really strong these first couple of weeks.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a night and day turnaround from what Sterling had 2 years ago, and when you could barely field a team. It was not good, and the culture's definitely been turned around. I don't think there's any question about it, and really there's no more evidence of that than what we saw last week against Pittman, getting down early on with a pick six, but they just kept coming at Pittman, made some big plays, and dominated them throughout the game, especially in that second half.
And when you can make 6-0, a pick six in the first quarter, turn into 41-6, that's a huge turnaround just in a game, let alone as a whole culture that has stayed pretty much the same throughout. They've just really been able to hone it in. And I think a lot of the younger guys have really stepped up well for that squad, as we see. There's a free kick through. Almost an opportunity, went off the head of a Haddon Heights player. As we see second goalie in for Sterling today, Tyler Lucier, sophomore.
Coach Marley's just given both guys opportunities.
I talked to some players before Ryan Horn. I talked to him. He had said there was going to be flip-flops at the keeper. They had both shown a lot of promise, and I think that's the best situation to have is when you have two aces in goal that can stop anything coming at them. To Okoro. Wesley Reich seems to be ahead of the defense. Cross attempt goes in. Collected by Feely once more.
And that's a really nice job by Okoro, the sophomore. You see him get the ball right here, and just having a sense for knowing exactly where Reich was and wait until Reich was able to get a step on the defender.
See, another good attack now. MJ Andrews tries to make something happen for Haddon Township, all the Haddons. Talked about all of them today. Nonetheless, nothing comes through, and they'll start it again. Jake Andrews couldn't get the stop. Now Wesley Reich trying to find the ball through to George Walters. Gets it through to Sanchez Bautista. Now to Weitzel. Up in the air towards Okoro. 2-on-1 situation for him. Wesley Reich trying to make himself open. Okoro tries to muscle through. Good deflection there from Sterling, but the Hawks will get another opportunity to throw it in.
And a little bit of an interesting thing, look, we talked about them having trouble getting passes through that double team. Well, Okoro tried to handle the ball and get through it himself. And if you're able to do that and still have an opening and a wide open field, especially for a guy like Okoro who can find the open man, you know, just one of the different ways right now, each team's trying to do different things to try to create offensive opportunities.
We see Okoro yet again given an opportunity from Wesley Reich. Right back to him, but now it's all Brody Beals on the wing. 2-on-1. Hoffman calls for a handball, but nothing officially whistle blown. See Hoffman now clearing it through. Gets all the way back to Drew Groff. And now Bobby McLevain trying to make something happen here. George Walters plays slow and steady on the wing. Fires it in. Can't keep the ball. McLevain gets it back out. Can't get through the two-man attempt on the edge of the box. And now back to Okoro near midfield. It'll go out of play. About 25 minutes into the second half. Still nothing. Neither team has really found that breakthrough the defense. It could be one here. Good play, good ball in, but Tyler Lucier's there to just scoop it up and reset.
Hey, we need to get numbers forward.
You've seen both teams trying to move up with there's a couple through ball attempts, but you saw Township really try to stretch the field that last opportunity. So again, it goes back to trying different things to break through.
We saw Lucier with a really good ball from the net to Okoro at a possible through ball there, some nice physicality. But Township was able to settle it, and then it led to a challenge there. Was called. Appeared to be Aiden Mann. They set up for a throw in here. Sorry, that was a free kick. MJ Andrews can't quite get past Walters. Plays it through to Rafael Sanchez Batista. Does it out to the wing on Wesley Reich.
I know last year they played to a 0-0 tie. And Max, this game has the look of that right now.
Definitely does. Second corner kick. These two teams both made it to state finals. Waldwick took the win over Haddon Township for the Hawks. Sterling able to progress. Be a second corner kick for Haddon Township. Comes in. Good header.
Going the other way, so that was an opportunity. But, yeah, and we talked before, but I don't think either goalie's really been tested.
Not really,
you know,
no.
In a soccer game, an average soccer game, even though there's not a lot of scoring, goalies, you'll look back on a couple big saves, but again, we go back to what they're doing on the defensive side. As you look at Coach Pete Marley's right now, just trying to do some different things, trying to mix some different. He's mixed some different players in.
You see Coach Nick Hanusen for Haddon Township Hawks. Another very vocal coach, similar to Marley's.
Yeah, again, did a great job with his kids last year. And both teams, you know, they have kids that played last year but are still young. There's a lot of very impactful juniors on this Sterling team. When you look at Carson Wiley, Wenzel, Maynor, who they named the captain.
And there are some young guys on this Haddon Township team that are going to be causing problems in the next coming years too. Bobby McLevane's only a junior. His brother Danny, only a sophomore. Brody Beal's only a sophomore. There's very few seniors on this team other than Eamon Sheehan. Obviously has his work cut out for him. He's a very solid player. Jack McGarrigle. And Mason McCarthy are like the main seniors. Jake Andrews as well.
Yeah.
But everyone else is very young, got at least one more year in them. And I'm excited to keep seeing him play throughout.
One guy left out, I'm looking down here, Okoro. He's only a sophomore for Sterling. And boy, he's done some nice things today.
It's an insanely physical number 10 for them. So we see Weitzel, Wesley Wright trying to make something happen, gets through to the midfield, taken down by Beals. Whistle blown. Take a look again. It wasn't Beals initially. The initial was MJ Andrews, the freshman, but then Beals came in and caused a bit of a ruckus physically.
And that play's very telling because it's even tough. You know, usually when you get down low, it's tough to find space. It's even tough here at the midfield. So, you know, I think that little replay we saw there tells you all you need to know about this game.
It's felt like there's been a padlock around both goals. There's been nothing either side could do to get through, but each attack has been an attempt at the combination. They just haven't quite found it yet. It's a drag down there. They're going to give it to Haddon Township. Take a look at it one more time. Saw a man. He's having a bit of a struggle, but he ended up just a little bit above on the challenge. The ref's got a problem issue with somebody.
Looks like a fan, and the fan is walking off with his chair.
Maybe might have been some fan section chirping. Very possible. See him walking past with his chair. You never want to see something like that. Not sure who he was here to root for, but clearly it wasn't the referee. See a good ball in from Haddon Heights. Township. We see Wesley Wright trying to make it through. Physical challenge. Groff throws one quick. Whistle blown. Looks like it might be a third corner for Haddon Township.
And Dan, I'm going to have to run out. We got the back-to-school nights, or I'm sorry, Max, yellow card.
A yellow card. Looks like it'll be on
replay.
Looks like maybe Carson Wiley here. Shove there. The second one.
Crash! Hold the stick!
Call that a yellow.
Yeah, that's amazing because I mean it's been a physical game by both teams, so I don't know about that one. All right, I'm going to hand off to Mr. Dan Farr, coming out of retirement to get back down here. Max, I will see you next game. Great job, buddy.
And to work again. The corner comes in. It's a good header.
No, not the middle.
Bautista Parker trying to get it through.
Out, run through it.
Township.
Run out, E.
Not quite a good clearance. There's the clearance needed. Okoro tries to chase for it. Aiden Sales gets onto it instead. And as the game settles, the second throw-in comes in. I'm joined by Dan Farr here. Mr. Dan Farr, how you doing?
I'm good, Max. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's the first time I've gotten to call in with you.
Yeah.
Slide tackle.
Maybe I can bring some luck here.
It's always what we're hoping. Late goal is always exciting. You see Jack McGarrigle gets it to Bobby McIlvain. Trying to get through. Grady Carson. Settles the ball. Still got two on him. Jordan Parker playing tight-knit defense. And a good challenge. It'll go out of bounds. Haddon Township.
Pretty evenly matched game today.
These two sides have been very physical, as we've mentioned before, but not more physical than the other. I feel like it's been very even. The balancing of.
Well, both programs are in the finals of the state last year, right? Haddon Township, I think, lost in the final.
Took a loss to Waldwick last season. Still made a really good run. No discredit to this group. They're very good. So here, Carson Wiley, side, commanding to hold the back post. And only as a sophomore, he's got the intelligence for this kind of game. He's really good at the leadership out there from what we've seen. Good ball comes in. A good initial stoppage. Township still has a chance. Lucio just fall on it. Gives Sterling some time to reset.
Yeah, well, Carson's the youngest of three athletes in his house. So he's learned from his older sisters.
To Wesley Wright. Trying to find Okoro. It's a good ball. It'll settle. Good tackle. Looks like it'll be a corner for Sterling after a rough slide tackle.
See here where the ball goes out. That's going to be a throw. It's going to be a long throw from right at the corner stick.
This might be one of those throw-ins you have to treat as a corner.
Correct. If you have somebody who can throw it long, this is the perfect spot. I remember Dean Collins was the guy last year.
He was a big facilitator in that back line for the team. And we've seen that a lot of players try to step up to that role throughout this one. Specifically, one Jason Hoffman, I feel like, has put up a good fight in that role throughout this one.
See what's. We had a guy down for a minute.
But that might have been Mason McCarthy. Took a second. Might have took a small tumble there. Athletics trainer Sean Clank trying to take a look at what the situation might have been.
Hyra, let's go. Jake, center back. Brody, Bobby, Amy.
I'm still wondering why the ball was brought out onto the field here. Definitely should be a throw-in from down in the corner.
We see two substitutions come in, Gyro and Tiriano, and Alex Rosales. Far left of the screen.
Oh, maybe he got some kind of head issue.
Maybe a knock. A hit a bit in the head.
Eat it. Stay right there. Just blood. And then
they're asking what the situation is.
When the ball's hit, I want you to
just
go.
blood or maybe an issue, but nonetheless, taking an evaluation. Hopefully he's back shortly.
George, hands down.
Oh, so they're going with a kick here from the corner, so I guess they called something on that.
Edge of box, maybe free kick.
Go, there you go.
Exactly what we saw in many a game for Sterling last season. These late throws. White's right in. And Wiley rocked it into the corner. And the whole squad of 11 celebrates. Look from the cage cam. It's a header right past through. Feely can't stop that.
They go off the defender or they go off?
Looked like
Carson had it
looked like it just went off the head of Carson Wiley, but possible went off the glove of Feely.
Off Carson. No, straight in. Nice job.
Lovely technique. A lovely strike with only about 5 minutes to go. Second half. Take a look. Like a 3D movie, they come right into the camera. Celebrate, put on the glasses. Seen a lot of physicality from both sides, and they could use it to tie it up 1-1. Very late in this one. Township's not a team to scoff at once he finally got a lead over. Got the good luck charm of Mr. Farr with us. See a nice clearance from Sterling. Goes out and Township has an opportunity. Township has another opportunity. Tripped up a bit. The ball goes flying back. The back line, and Colin Feely gives it a strike to get it back to midfield. Good control from MJ Andrews, the freshman. Tries to get it through to Eden Sheehan. Good defense from Maynard. It's a 3-on-1, like we had spoken of again. Maynard take it down a bit. Our clock is unofficial, but decently accurate, as we'll see what our show is. About 4 minutes left.
Probably add another minute or two for the goal.
Both the goal and that slight stoppage before the kick. Maybe a minute or two extra yet. We'll see. Goal scorer Carson Wiley.
Now we'll see what the Knights can do about just possessing the ball, because that's all that's needed now. Possess the ball, work the corners.
Yeah, sit there. He's sitting there. Sit up there. Get around, he. Hey, I want to challenge this in the air. Let's go.
Coach Marley saying he wants to get some more challenges in the air. Don't let this ball settle. We've only got so much time left. Because uncomfortable for the Hawks as he can. Feely sends this one out once again. A good hit from Fernando Sanchez. Then to Maynard. Just to keep it cleared is Groff. Gets it to Weitzel. Weitzel again. Wesley Wright trying to get the ball on his foot. Rafael Sanchez. He gets past him. We're still caving in on one Grady Carson. The attack isn't fully there as we see another Ethan Weitzel defensive effort.
Get on the end of one.
And that's Hoffman yet again with a good clearance. Still with Grady Carson, excuse me. A good ball in. Could be MJ Andrews. Walters on it. A good stop from Lucier. Kyle Lucier's been great in the second half, taking over for Kevin Henry, sophomore keeper. As we look at MJ Andrews. It's a lovely dive on the ball. Skies that one. Mason McCarthy back on the sideline. A little update as we see in the midfield once again. Maynard tries to get it up. Time is unofficial, but it's about a minute and a half to go before the whistle blows on our clock. Or there could be some extra time past the 40-minute mark. And they're deep in the last third, Haddon Township. Wonderful hustle to run the clock. Another boot out, get it back to midfield. Brody Beals wants to take the initiative down the wing. Gets past Hoffman. Trying to find time to tie this up at 1-1. Some good decision making, but it'll be a goal kick after the effort.
Actually, I think we're going to have a corner here. I think that went off of Jason Hoffman.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're setting up here. Bobby McIlvain's going to take this corner.
And after this corner, there might be two very late substitutions of Mason McCarthy for Township and Ryan Horn for
goalie. Yeah, the goalie's up too.
Moving up.
Ball is loose. That was a handball.
It's a handball.
That's got to be blown dead. That was a handball. Yep.
That's a saving grace for Sterling.
It was pretty obvious, though. I mean, we all.
Well, yeah, it definitely was. We see
right there.
Yeah, right off of one Drew Groff, but still a lovely strike from him after the fact.
Sterling, everything's forward.
Unofficial close to the 40-minute mark on the second half. Could be a little bit of extra time as we see Wiley from the through to take one more look at the corner kick that led to a handball. Came in, we saw Colin Feely come up from his net. It's a good punch out from Lucier, and then a light handball, but still an obvious one from Drew Groff. Now Maynard.
Oh, here we go.
Wesley Reich has got the speed. Feely kicks it out.
Nice job by the keeper there to just clear the ball.
Good play from Captain Connor Maynard. Best to clear it out. Give no attempts to attacks that they had just then. Township able to play quick on these. Another good attempt. Stopped by Rafael Sanchez Bautista. Good attempts. It'll go the way of Haddon Township. Trying to call for substitutions, but quite any time left. As we'll see another push, this time from Bobby McIlvain through the mid.
I would say we're into the last minute. At most, too.
Yeah. Not much time for Township to make something happen. Walters. And MJ Andrews. Good strike from Maynard. Take a look at what the call was here. Drew Groff trying to get through. Maybe a slight shove off or a tug from Dave Walters.
Keeper again is coming up. Keeper join the offense.
On the free kick from Bobby McIlvain. Colin Feely's there.
Sterling needs a clear.
Gets it over top. Bit of an entanglement. Hoffman clears it. Another showcase of his importance throughout this one. Not fully cleared. Still a chance for the Hawks. And they're going to signal that as full time. Sterling 1, Haddon Township nothing. So it was a very intense and physical matchup between these two finals appearance sides.
Good win, early season win for the Knights.
This puts Sterling up 3-2 in the last 5 meetings between these two sides. Carson Wiley securing late in the game, second half. The goal to make it 1-0. We will get a post game. We'll take a look at this goal from early on. So he was near the corner free kick. Nice header from Carson Wiley. Perfect placement. You can see the excitement on the face of the whole.
Yeah, Carson uses his body well. He's tall, strong individual, and he's experienced.
He's very aware of the placement of the ball. Very good at finding himself in those situations. Once again, there'll be a post-game show that comes shortly. Score at full time. Sterling Silver Knights 1, Haddon Township Hawks 0. Skyline, we lead into our post-game show. I've been Matt Zuback, both Kevin Scholes and Carr. We'll be back with the next televised game tomorrow for girls volleyball. Post-game coming right up.
Welcome back to Sterling TV 19. where you just saw the Sterling Silver Knights defeat the Haddon Township Hawks 1-0. We're going to send it over to the sideline to Max with a couple of interviews.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the post-game show after Sterling beats Haddon Township after a late goal from Kelly, 1-0. I've got Akora with me here. It's been your first interview. You're a sophomore. It's a lot of young guys on this team, and you're one of the most important. A lot of physicality, a lot of great through balls throughout the game. What's been the mentality going into those challenges and opportunities, especially with a lot of the seniors missing, to get that ball through, especially to who we saw a lot was Wesley Reich? That combination of you two worked really well. How can you capitalize and get more goals off of those instead of just getting those nice opportunities like we did here?
Like Coach said, right, we always got to play a game like it's a championship game. Last year, we showed it. We showed the world who we were. This year is no different. Play with an intensity that's like really high. Keep pushing, just, score goals,
Now, the culture here at Sterling has been really physical, and we saw that in the game today, as well as a lot of lockdown defending against Haddon Township. They couldn't get much going outside of a couple of pockets of a few minutes where they were getting it done. Based on what you've seen, because you're obviously more of attacking, how are you able to benefit those defensive sides by really closing in the corners, not giving them too much space?
Just confidence, man. It's like instinct. Just ball out. Just do your thing, Play for the school, play for your team, play for your coaches, play for your family. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you having on. Should have one Jason Hoffman on in a bit here. He's coming over now. Hoffman, good seeing you. A lot of great defending from you here today. I mean, you filled the shoes that I thought not many people could fill, and as of Dave Collins from last year. You came on from him a couple times where, he obviously was playing out the back, and you were able to get those clearances. How does it feel to be that guy now, especially you have a couple more years this year and next year? How does that responsibility feel? It must be a lot of weight.
I trust my team, and I trust everyone around us. It feels great being that guy that we know if something happens, me and Carson, even our whole back line, will be there and nothing's getting past us.
And against a team like the Haddon Township Hawks, they've been really strong on attacking as well as very physical with you guys. And playing as well as the defense did in a game like this, so locked down. I called it padlock earlier on. They couldn't find the combination to you and Wiley and the other guys in the back. How do you maintain that throughout a whole 80 minutes?
We just got to keep our head. We know that playing against division rivals is not easy, so we know we had to step our game up. And we did just that, keep our head, no stupid fouls, and we did what we needed to do.
Really even game. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We got one more. That's Carson Wiley. Good to see you. The goal scorer from early on. That kick from, I think it was a free kick we had called. Yes.
Okay, sure, I was looking right here.
So that free kick, I'm pretty sure it was near the corner where you got that header. Looked like there might have been a chip when we looked past. Just a perfect clean header. You've been really aware of your body in situations like that, especially against those big time moments like today, against Robbinsville last season. How do you keep yourself so composed in moments like that?
Ethan, just beautiful ball. I didn't know how open I was, and then you have to turn your head a little bit just to get an angle. And it was just right there on the head and just luckily bounced in.
Now, you played a team that made just as good a playoff run as you guys did last season in Haddon Township. They showed the physicality, and you guys defended really well against each other until that late goal. And I didn't want to bring it up until just now. The celebration was very fun. I didn't know what was going on, but I loved it. So against a team that's so evenly matched with you and a division rival, how do you manage that as a team mentality and culture to stay as you are and on par with them?
Yeah, we saw film on them earlier. Georgia Sportsman, they looked really good. Tough team, it's conference play. Everything's up for grabs. And, we have a new group of young guys who are willing to run, and they're hustling. So it all works out for us, man.
Wonderful young core. Excited to see more. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys.
It's been a pleasure interviewing those three. This has been the post-game show for Sterling Soccer. Here tonight, Sterling Silver Knights win 1-0 over the Haddon Township Hawks. I've been with Kevin Schultz and Mr. Farr. And as always, go Knights.
So we're back at the sideline. Your next TV game will be tomorrow, September 10th. Girls volleyball versus Eastern, so that'll be a big-time opponent. See what Coach Brennan has for this year's girls volleyball team. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. For Max, for Kevin Schultz,